Good morning. I'm Rabbi Michael Stanger. This is my Monday morning musing. One of my most favorite quotes from rabbinic literature comes from the sage Hillel. Around 2,000 years ago, he stated, Bimkom she'ein anashim, hishtadel lihyot ish, which means roughly, in a place of no humanity, one must strive, one must struggle to be human. You could also translate the Hebrew word ish as to be a man or to be a mensch, but essentially to not lose trace of your humanity. What puts us all at a higher place in the social hierarchy and order of things in the animal kingdom? And I think about what's going on in our nation today, in the world today, the recrimination, the political problems, the finger pointing, the mistrust, the social upheaval, the fear caused by the coronavirus, which is spiking in different parts of our own nation, even as we speak. And we can't lose sight of our humanity. We can't only point fingers or play the blame game or give in to fears of constant suspicion and even hatred, because that does nobody any good. All the more so, we have to remember what makes us special, what puts us at a higher order, our intellect, our sense of compassion, our sense of perspective. Just recently, we celebrated July 4th, our nation's independence. And one of the things that I think should be pointed out is that when George Washington led his fledgling troops of the Continental Army against the British were far better equipped, better trained. And whenever they took prisoners, our prisoners were mistreated, our prisoners were malnourished, our prisoners might be physically abused. And when Washington's army started to take prisoners amongst the redcoats, he told his soldiers, under no circumstances were British prisoners of war to be mistreated, were they to be starved. He wanted them to be protected. He wanted them to be treated humanely, because he wanted to set an example. He wanted to show not just his own troops, but the British Empire, that they were going to wage a different kind of war for independence, and they would be a different type of nation. And I think Washington being our founding father, and as Jews, Hill being one of the proto-rabbis of our tradition, these are lessons we all must take to heart and remind ourselves with. We struggle in our personal lives, in our professional lives, sometimes both simultaneously. Whatever's going on, however angry we are, however much of an excuse we might have to be to feel frustrated, we should never lose sight of our own humanity. It robs us at our very being, our very core, of truly who we are and how God fashioned and created us. Again, I'm Rabbi Michael Stanger. That's my Monday morning musing. Please, everyone, stay safe, stay healthy, and never forget how special you are as a human being.